I got my outline wrote up.
What is up at the Young AG at Garrett Clymer? Laced Up Show episode 3, customs and fakes. Coming live at you now. First, we're gonna dive into though. We do kind of the secret news of the week. Everyone slandered the Curry two lows, the all white ones. I saw tons of funny stuff on there. I'm gonna pass to my boy Garrett because I know you saw some funny memes and everything like that of the shoe. What did you think, man?
I mean, there was some funny stuff. My buddy was hitting me up the other day. He's just flooding me, just texting me, blowing me up with all these funny memes. It's like just a picture of the shoe just like gradually fading with crying Michael Jordan on it. I had me dying. All the names like the work study 4s, Bible study 6s, dad at a barbecue 3s. It was just stuff like that. It cracked me up. Like I wouldn't rock the shoe, but honestly, I don't think they're that trash. A lot of it's unpopular opinion, but they're not that bad to me. I mean, I'm not gonna rock them, but you do you.
And I mean, that's funny to me because like, what was more funny was like the dad jokes, like just some of the jokes. At Snotty Drippin' on Twitter was retweeting some hilarious ones. Just in general, it was so crazy, and just the funny white dad jokes that were being made, and the starter packs with Oakley sunglasses and the Confederate flag and the white shoes. I mean, that was pretty hilarious to me. In general, it was a pretty funny thing. Is the shoe that bad? Hell no, it's not that bad.
Yeah,
at the Don Drew. No, at the Don Drew was tweeting, yeah, these are all the same people that buy all white Huaraches. He's absolutely right. You're wearing all white shoes. So I don't think it's that. I think the Under Armour logo is what makes it terrible, and that's, to be honest, if we're keeping it real. But it is what it is. I mean, for clearance, I'd probably get it, but I mean, it is a super dad shoe. I mean, you got to admit that at least.
Yeah.
I don't get the Monarch comparison. The Monarch comparison, that's lost on me, but the all-white part is why it's a dad shoe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But,
and honestly, a lot of it is Under Armour trying to cash in on the popularity of the all-white shoe thing right now. Because they get like the all-white Huaraches, of course, the all-white Ultra Boost. I mean, just stuff like that. Just really trying to capitalize on the all-white name right now.
Yeah, totally. And I don't blame them for that. Go Under Armour, do you, but they failed at it. Hey, who knows, though? A lot of my followers might be getting them for Father's Day this coming weekend. You never know, man.
Dropping just in time.
There you go, right? And with that, we will just jump right into customs and fakes. We just kind of had to get that out of the way. It was on everywhere. My mom called me and was like, hey, it was on Good Morning America. And I'm like, oh, my God, like, what? Like, it's crazy when, like, people outside the culture or the culture are talking about sneakers. It's just funny to me. We're going to jump right into top 2 customizers. I'm going to give you my 2, then I'll pass it to you, Gare Bear. But my 2, I tried to pick people that you may not have heard of, or if you've heard of them, maybe you just haven't seen a lot of their work. Atai LA is the first one I'm going to go with. Dope. Versace Air Max 1s. He was actually the understudy of FBCC Bay Area. From what I understand, he started with him, took one of his classes, everything like that. Super dope. He also does crazy stuff with like the bags, or he'll cut up high-end bags. For example, we got these Louis Vuitton Flaxes, the Flax Air Force Ones. Super dope. Second, I've got to go El Capi, man. The Blueprint Jordan 11, super crazy. Like the detail and the precision in El Capi's work, I feel like is unparalleled. And the second one, one of the first customs where I was like, this is actually dope that someone did it with this, because a lot of other customs on the 750s were trash. But the Kanye 750s, man, that's just super sexy to me. Putting the album cover, I mean, just dope in general. Who did you have, man? Who did you have?
All right, I mean, I'm a big Kobe guy, and I mean the Kobe 9 was just too high for me. I ended up dropping off the pairs that I had. I was wanting feeling them, but I got started with my boy Big A Customs, doing this work in here, chopping the Kobe 9. Love it. I still say you should do it to yours. He also dropped 10s. Let me pull that up for you. The Kobe 10 was a trash shoe, but chopped, they're not that bad. We got another picture of him here on foot. Not a bad look. Not bad on foot at all. I just like chopped Kobe's. I mean, Kobe's are a low top to me, and chopping them's just a good idea. And they also do a lot of other work than that. I mean, they put like different like textures on the shoes, and that's been really cool. I've like seen what they've done with like the ones and stuff like that. And then also, I'm gonna have to go to Mache 275 with this one. Phone's being dumb. You took like the White Horse Kobe's, changed the color of the swoosh. These are just fire.
Those are fire, bro, but I gotta call you out on the Big A Customs. I can't believe you're supporting Big A Customs, bro.
I like him, man.
Get that trash out of here. Do you not remember the misplaced checks deal?
Mm-mm.
So basically, we wake up one morning, and I'm saying we as in people that follow sneakers. And I'm like, yo, what is that? Like, you can go through and scroll through Big A Customs feed, and it like his cutting is dope. Like, that's dope. Whatever. One of my boys, Tim, has his cut, not through Big A, but has his cut. I mean, cut shoes is dope. But they were just like the worst work, not clean, crappy materials. He was making them out of like $40 clearance Air Force Ones. He was making misplaced checks for people.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and like I think it kind of blew over after a while because everyone was like, "Yo, what is this? Like, this is trash." Because it was just straight stealing Geiger's idea. But I mean, other work he does is good. I just wish he hadn't have done that.
Yeah, I mean, with that in mind, with like a Big A just kind of doing some dumb stuff like what you were saying. DM Customs, gotta throw it to them too. I was checking some of their workout. I mean, they chopped the Kyrie too, inverted the strap on them. That was really innovative. I like that a lot. And to wrap it up, another one from Mache. We got the undefeated Air Monarchs. I mean, nothing more to say about that. Undefeated Monarchs.
Oh my god,
That's just crazy, man. I like them. I like them.
Whatever works for you, brother. And I just don't feel them. I just don't feel the Monarchs. Shout out to my boy Bradford Hatch. He feels the Monarchs. I don't. We're gonna jump next right into best customs. I tried to separate these because I didn't want like the best artists to get the best customs, and I think El Capi at El Capi and at Ty.LA. I think they are my two favorite customizers right now. That's just it. Period. But as far as best custom, like I picked two. So the first one, obviously, misplaced checks, John Geiger and Sneaker Surgeon. Crazy as hell, amazing, like super dope. All the colors they released. Someone dope leaving Nike and doing their own thing. That's super cool. I'm gonna just take a second to say I'm not feeling the first Geiger prototype though. Not feeling it, man. It looks too forced to me, if that makes sense. And that's cool. Like, I support all his work, and I just want everyone to know, like, I keep it 100 all the time. Just keep it 100 all the time with everything. I'll say what I like, and I'll say what I don't. It is what it is. But I love Geiger, and I love all his supports and his message. I'm just not feeling the prototypes, man. And you guys can look on his I maybe can pull up a picture in a second, but on his Instagram, at John Geiger, or whatever it is, it'll be the first thing that pops up when you type in John Geiger. Just not feeling the prototype, man. It is what it is. That said, I'm going to segue. This might have been my other favorite. Like, if the misplaced checks didn't have the influence they did and the amount of releases and colors they did, this would have been my favorite custom, no doubt. And that is going to be the Mache Woody Yeezy custom. Oh my god, I love these. Andy on the bottom, just like the whole thing, just to me, super dope. And that's a good thing about Mache's work. It is 100% all the time. There are no glue stains, there are no errors, there's no dye errors. It is 100%, and those are 100% like just like super sexy, bro. To me, bro, just like super sexy.
I remember when I first saw those, I was like, what is this? But I just thought someone just sent on some Yeezys, to be honest with you. But the more I looked at it, and the more like I grew as like a sneakerhead and like matured as a person, the more I kind of saw like how dope those were. Because like Toy Story was my thing when I was little. And as a sneakerhead now, looking back, relating to something from my childhood, I just love that. That's awesome.
It is totally awesome. And now for yours, Garrett. What are your two favorite, like, if you had to pick these and leave all others away, what are your two favorite customs, man?
All right. I mean, there's been some super dope customs like I've seen, and I just kind of saved some over time as I'm going through my camera roll, just seeing different things that really stood out to me that I've kept around after clearing out my phone time and time again. But I mean, these right here, I'm a big Kobe guy. Jordan 11. How I feel about those. I mean, most iconic Jordan, probably second behind the ones. But we have like a bread custom on some Kobe 5s. Like on the detailing on them, you really can't see it in the pictures. It won't really do them justice. But on the tongue, we actually have the little thing, and it's got the Kobe logo, like a logo of him dunking, Mr. like Mamba on it or something like that. I mean, they're super dope. Did a Space Jam custom also on them. Pull those up for y'all real quick. You can maybe see it a little better in this picture, like there on the tongue, and also on the heel tab, we got the 2-4. And I thought that was just super dope. I mean, taking two shoes together and coming out as well as they did. I mean, that's Nike ID done right, and then a little touch from you. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Absolutely. You're totally right. And I know you're like super Kobe, like on Kobe's balls, but you're right. Those are actually super dope. And 1 second, I found the Geiger custom for everybody to look at. If you guys want to take a look real quick, I mean, let us know how you feel. I'm sure the materials are dope. I trust John has a vision, but I'm just not, for me personally, like, if it comes up that, like, oh, I might get a pair, I mean, I guess I might, but if the chips don't fall that way, I won't be disappointed. But that's a perfect segue into our next topics.
I got one more. I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I got one more real quick. It's another Kobe custom. And I think What the Guy, I love the Nike, what they releases, but they're all trash. But we got a What the Kobe 5 custom, actually using colorways from the shoe. I'll send this your way.
Who is
it? Look at it.
Whose work is that? Whose work is that?
I have no clue, man. I just saw like on Icy, Ice 3, was Icy with the 3 for the E Soul on Instagram. I mean, I just saw that a while back and just grabbed it.
Tons of followers. Yeah, that's a good follow. They post a ton of dope stuff.
I mean, that was just crazy. But I love that.
And I mean, and that kind of does segue, kind of like what you're talking about, like using Nike ID, My Adidas, your Reebok, NB1 from New Balance to your advantage. Is not everyone has the $100, $150, $200 for the sneaker, and then the $100, $150, $200 to add to it. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want to. Why would I buy a white Air Force Ones and have someone customize them when I can do Nike ID for $160, $170? You know. First of all, we're gonna go Nike. We're gonna go through the list, kind of give you guys what to expect. But Nike ID first. It is what it is. I mean, it takes a little bit long. Yeah. Dope materials most of the time. Problems a lot. I feel problems occur pretty frequently, but I think that's just because of the volume they do. I think if you do that much volume, you're bound to have issues. That's what I think that's attributed to. But in general, great experience with the Nike ID. I know I want to do something one day. I haven't had the opportunity yet. We don't live close to one, but a Nike bespoke, kind of go in and do pick your own materials, everything like that. But Nike ID is super. I mean, it's cool. I mean, they've improved the mobile options. They have a lot of options for people. I think it's dope. And like you were mentioning, you can design a colorway, then add like one thing or two things yourself, and you're good. You know.
I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head, man. I mean, you pretty much covered it all with Nike ID. There is going to be some problems. I mean, I've seen people with some problems, but everything that I've heard from Nike ID, like, I mean, you also have the bad. You hear about the bad, maybe more than the good. But the good that I have seen, they just blown it out of the water. Like, it's just fantastic what they've been able to do. And it really does give you the option to go in there and make the shoe that you want to see. Because Nike's released some whack colorways. I mean, I'm just not feeling nothing. If I can go in there and make myself a shoe that I can be proud of, I mean, I love it. It's fun. And their mobile option's fun. If you get bored, like you're at school or whatever, just pull it up, start making shoes. I know I do it. You do that, Michael. You don't go to school.
Absolutely. 100%. And next, the two most trash options of the four big names. By the way, I'm going to interrupt this. We need Ronnie Fogg, get your boys ASICs to make a damn ASICs option. I will pay $300 for Gel Light 3s that I can customize. I will pay whatever. Ronnie, if I do your boy with I know you've got all the connects up there. Get them at ASICS to please put something out to where we can play with.
That'd be fun. That'd be super dope. I'd enjoy that a lot.
I know, we need it. We need that shit so bad. But, my Adidas and your Reebok, both trash, both owned by the same company. Your Reebok, it took me like 8 weeks to figure out my order. I understand issues happen, but, I mean, the volume you're doing with these companies, issues are bound to happen. Just, material's not that great. Price pretty unreasonable. Adidas, your options, you don't actually know what's there. I liked them better when they had 20% off coupons every once in a while. Because I feel like $100 is about the right price for Stan Smiths after shipping and everything like that. But I don't know. I mean, my ZX Flex has turned out great, but then I wanted to make more, and it shows options available, so I try and click on it to go to it, and it's not actually available. I mean, I feel like they should give. I did not.
Okay, I got the app for the MyZX Flux, and I've been playing with it, and it's freaking awesome. Like, I'll show you some things on there.
ZX Flux app. Cool. Yeah. I do have that. I thought you were talking about, like, they had an app that you could actually design shit on other than the ZX Flux.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay, but it is dope. I mean, it is dope. But your Reebok and my Adidas, I mean, the cool things you can do is the ZX Flux is pretty reasonably priced. I know you were going to do a thing one time with that, or...
I was making some stuff for a while. I never got around to ordering it because my boy, he didn't come through. He flaked on me, but... I mean, I had a pair made. It was really cool to, like, all Kanye's albums, put it on one shoe, then the rest of the second half, put it on another, swap the left and the right, and you have, like, a What the Kanye. I mean, I think that would be super dope, but he flaked.
I mean, it happens. I mean, you never know if that's even going to get past their imaging software. But, I mean, you can do dope things like that, but at the same time, I feel like more stuff should be available to you. I feel like I shouldn't pay $130 or whatever it is that shipped for some custom Stan Smiths. Like $100, yeah, I'll pay $100, but $130, like, really, man? That's just a little much to me. Our next topic I'm going to discuss, and I'm kind of torn because I just went on a super big rant about price, right? And NB1, crazy high priced. It goes $159 for the 574, I believe. Then like a $994, $997. One of the running ones is like $180, and then the 580s is like $190 or something. It's somewhere in that price range, and so it's kind of high. But I actually won a contest at the Young Edgy on Instagram for New Balance. They did a dope NB1 contest where you designed it. They picked a winner each week, and I signed they sent like a little thing to sign. I signed the disclosure agreement, and did whatever. And I had my shoes the next week. It was 6 days. It was 6 days shipped. That is bizarre to me. That is whatever worth the price is. I'm really disappointed. I don't know if you've seen it or you guys saw it. They had a Horween leather option, and if you don't know much about Horween leather, German leather, gray leather, blah, 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 but it's super high quality. And they had that option for an extra $20, and I didn't take advantage of it. And I was like, damn it. But I mean, they do dope stuff over there. Shout out NB1. I'm not because I won the contest, just because they do dope stuff like having contests and having dope options. That right now they have a lot of denim options, I believe, and giving people what they ask for. Like we have said for the longest, I think, charge us more money. Just give me my shoe before the next season of the year rolls through, you know? Because Adidas and Reebok, sometimes it's 6 to 8 weeks. Like, fam, 2 months from now, I'm not even going to remember the shits I ordered. But the next week, that is dope to me. That is super dope to me. So shout out NB1. Dope as hell. next big topic on the show, and this is a big divisive topic, is our customs fakes. And I'm gonna pass you the mic for this one because I want to really want to hear what you have to say about this, Gare Bear.
All right. Whenever you threw this to me the other day, just as an idea, you just kind of pitched it at me. I was like, oh crap! Like I didn't know what side to take because I do see both sides. I understand both sides of the page, and I understand it as from like a purist standpoint. I see where they could be considered fakes, and I also see from a designer's artistic standpoint where they're not. I mean, but as my stance, are customs fakes? No, I don't think they are because it's an expression as yourself as an artist and as a sneakerhead. And I mean, the biggest thing about the sneaker community, we'll say it once, we'll say it a million times. Rock what you like. If you want to do a little tweak to a sneaker, do it, man. I mean, it's you. I've seen some really dope customs that turn out better than the original colorways, but it's something that you've done to your shoes or you sent to somebody to do to your shoes because it's an expression of what you like, an expression of yourself. And if not a better way as a sneakerhead to be an expression to yourself through your shoes, I don't think there's any other way. And I think just are fakes or customs fakes? Nope, not at all.
All right, well, I'm going to give you... I have an issue with the term fake and unauthorized. Nike and most brands define anything unauthorized as something that doesn't come from their retail store. So, for example, I'm going to do a trade with a guy on Instagram tonight, and, I mean, it's some Adidas, some size 8, Billionaire Boys Club for Rails, or Stan Smiths, whatever. And technically that's unauthorized because it didn't come direct. I didn't purchase them from Adidas directly or a retailer of Adidas. So I mean, it is what it is for me. Are customs fakes? It just depends what you do with it, to be honest. It just depends what you do with it. If you pay homage to the silhouette and are just trying to express your artistic vision, I think it's 100% dope. I, for one, Garrett knows this, I'm saving up to buy Hinder Schemes ASAP. We're going to be getting a camera here soon this coming week to upgrade this bum-ass connection and this bum-ass video feed right here. This, like, you guys are seeing like 5 words ahead right now. I'm 100% sure of it. But after that, it is Hinder Scheme time for real. And they're just dope to me. I haven't really looked much into it. It doesn't bother me. I want the 4. I want the Jordan 4 Hinder Scheme. It just looks dope to me. I mean, it's cool. Are there some things, like, a big thing for me is, like, does the artist permit it? For example, Kanye, I don't have a problem buying Kanye apparel that is just printed by someone else. I don't have a problem with that because he specifically let Ass Pizza and other people that bring stuff into his pop-up shop. Like stuff that they printed third party, he let people bring it in and sell it. So
yeah, that's another thing. I like what you brought that up because people, like, I know Nash got scammed. I don't know if he told you about that on, like, I Feel Like Kobe shirt. He got scammed on that a while back. And a friend of mine, Camden, of course, but a friend of his, Adele, picked up that Feel Like Kobe. It's fake, but he got on eBay, $20. Didn't lose no money. Got a dope sweatshirt out of it.
That's the thing, and people have been getting the Kanye shirts with the Gildan tag ripped off. So I mean, and you can still kind of see the tag there. So for me, like, that's fine, but rocking the fake Yeezys, like, when you're trying to, if you're rocking fake and you're just like, I need some shoes, I found these cool fashion, because it'll pop up fashion Yeezy shoe on eBay. That's cool with me, like, just do you, but don't make people think they're real. You know? Don't make people think you spent $100 or you're the Connect or you're the Plug or any of that bullshit. Don't make people think that. And don't try and make people think that by insinuating things on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I mean, then it kind of pisses me off because I'm like, you make people untrusting and you disable trust, like, issues, make people have issues with trading and selling and all sorts of stuff like that. You know? And I think that's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, Nike's getting big into it now. I know they've had tons of lawsuits on behalf of Converse for Chuck Taylor fakes and all sorts of stuff, and the Skechers Pure Boost. Have you seen
I know
that?
what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Hey, review of them, the Pure Foam or whatever. It's like Boost, or basically they use normal EVA. I don't know if you guys know it, but they use normal EVA foam, which is the base midsole foam, and pebbled it to look like Boost. It's not even individual pods like Boost. So I mean, I guess I haven't even answered the question of are customs fakes. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. I think you just got to look at the issues. You know, if you redo the shoe and stay true to the silhouette, is it? I don't know. It's just personal decision. You know, it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah,
you know, technically it's unauthorized, but is it still dope? Hell yeah, a lot of them are still sexy AF. You know, amazing. With that, it kind of leads into how do you spot fakes and fake sites? Just be smart. Like, look it up. Is blah, blah, blah legit? For example, a lot of people haven't heard of Jimmy Jazz or City Gear because we don't have them around here. Just look up. Is City Gear legit? Is Jimmy Jazz legit? Make sure it has a little green lock screen on the top of your browser tab. You know, see other people's reviews. Look them up on Twitter. Ask your YouTube personalities. Ask whoever. Yo, have you used this? Or at Copies. Yo, has anyone used blah 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 service? Or bought from blah blah blah. You know, I mean, just research. Take 5 minutes. You know, because they will fake anything. You see fake free runs, fake rochets, and those are the ones where this is my next point. Make sure the colorway exists.
Mm-hmm. That's another big one because like I'll see just stupid crap. I mean, I'll see it on Instagram, on eBay all the time. It's just that colorway didn't happen, and it's not a custom.
Yeah, and that's a big part of it. Is you can look up. Every Nike shoe will have a style ID and color code. 6 numbers, then a dash and a space, and 3 numbers. You can look that up, and that'll tell you where it's at, where to buy it, etc. If you look that up and nothing comes up, then chances are, unless it's something that's not released yet or really, really rare, you're not. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. Like if you look up whatever the Eminem Carhartt Force color code style ID is, a lot may not pop up because there's like however many pairs, you know, only 24 or whatever, however many there are. So I mean, you just got to be smart about it. That's all it is, you know. Just be logical. Look for reviews. Don't do Western Union, you know. I mean, just be smart. Those are my 2 big topics: be smart and be logical. Kind of the same thing. Just pay attention. You know, look them up on YouTube. Compare the shoes. There's tons of places that compare fakes on Instagram. Ask your buddy who has a at Fake Education. Ask your buddy who has a pair of shoes. There's lots of resources available for you.
Yeah, guys, like Alan Michael said, the resources are out there to find if your shoes are real or not. Just be smart. Don't play yourself.
Absolutely, and if it's too good to be true, it probably is. No one's selling you bum-ass Yeezys for $500. No one. No one! So, don't pay the extra. If you want fake ones, pay the $150 or $200 from AliExpress. Don't pay $500. Save your money, work your way up to a G, then start talking. You know what I'm saying? Don't pay $500. No one's selling Yeezys for $500 unless they're worn. I mean, sometimes people drop hoops like that. They're worn, they just need to get rid of them $500-$600. But dead stock, no, that's not happening. Not happening. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. You're not being logical right now. You're breaking my second rule. So everyone out there, do not buy Yeezys for $500. Spend $150 or $1,000. Those are your 2 choices. Nothing in between, generally.
Bro, for $150, I mean, I found some fakes on AliExpress one day. I was just piddling, and I found some freaking fakes for $80, and they look.
There you go, man. $80. We're gonna lower the threshold. $80 to $1,000 for.
I'd say I wouldn't spend over $100 on fake Yeezys. Not
Okay.
anything over $100.
$100. I mean, sometimes the high quality fakes, it's worth it to pay the 300. It really is.
True.
But $100 for 350 fakes, 300 for 750 fakes, 1,000 for 350s and real 350s, and 1,250 for real 750s. Anything lower than those numbers, just don't mess with it. Anything in between those numbers, I should say, don't mess with it.
Yep.
I mean, that's just how it is. That said, we spent a damn lot of time this show talking about Yeezys. We talked about customs and fakes, so it was bound to happen. The Yeezy is the most fake shoe since the Converse Chuck Taylor low. It's 100% a fact. It just is. We go into our mall in middle America, in the middle of Oklahoma, and we see 5 to 10 pairs of fake Yeezys. They're out there. They're so out there. So many of them. But I mean, it is what it is.
Especially at school, I study the shoe. I know how to spot fakes. I mean, we all do. If you study the shoe like what we do, there's been people at school like the preps and stuff bringing in their Yeezys, trying to flex. I'm like, those are fake, man. I mean, I'll show them the comparisons on my phone. I'll call them out. I'll make them look stupid. I don't care. Don't wear fake shoes.
Yeah.
Try to flex.
That's what it is. I mean, but if you're just wearing them to wear them, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, it is. But that kind of transitions into our next show. We're going to be kind of talking about signature athletes, signature artists, their signature sneakers with brands, their collaborations with brands, how all that works, and basically how that affects fashion and everything of that nature. We had a great show, guys. As always, hit us up at the Young AG. Hit me up at Sensei6Co. We're doing custom phone cases and custom socks coming up. Any color, whatever phone you want, that'll be coming sometime in the next couple weeks. Also, at the Garrett Clymer, or at Garrett Clymer. He should be the Garrett Clymer. You need to change that to the, so you can match me. You need to do that immediately after this show. Okay, do that. At the Garrett Clymer, coming at you in 15 minutes or so. But as always, hit us up with any questions next week, guys. We will have it's kind of TBD right now, to be determined. We don't really know because Father's Day, all that stuff. I'm actually on vacation. We'll figure it out. Finger guns. See you guys later.